Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XVI. My name is Duke Rafe, and we are now playing as Sid. So in the last set of videos, our friend Sid fell. Right? There's not much we can do about that. He is gone. He will be missed. But with the loss of Sid, we've gained the power of Ramu, right? So with the power of Ramu, the question now becomes for me, should I master other techniques? Should I pick up other techniques, right? Heat Wave, Flames of Rebirth, Rook's Gambit, right? Do I master Gouge? Because the more techniques I have mastered, the more I can be range. And what do? You master? Yeah, so if I master it, I can assign it to any icon, right? So like I could put Heat Wave for whatever reason, Rising Flames under Phoenix with the Phoenix Shift. I think Phoenix Shift, no. Let's go with the Scarlet Cyclone, right? And if I wanted, I could put Scarlet Cyclone over here. I'm beginning to think these are their... I think those are their big things. Okay. And I think I'm going to be doing some grinding in between sessions too. But I digress. Let's push on.
Norseman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time. So long, in fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
Thank you.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
Among gods and men. She says it was adequate.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same, but alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said, I have continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head, but without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You are too kind. There are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
You're not tired, nor are you. Well, you're old.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Hush now. We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Yeah. I wonder how Gav is recovering from Sid's death. Uh-oh.
Not back a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long. I'd forgotten what life was like without it. What it was like to be myself. And it's all thanks to you, Talia.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Perfect, thank you.
Not a Stolas. All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
No.
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the tavern.
Maybe he wants just to see how I'm doing. Hey, welcome to my room. Reports, letters, and other important missives addressed to Clive are delivered to the reading table in his chambers. Okay. Thanks, my man.
What does Gav have to say?
Hello.
The Republican army is on the march, leaving Randalar in Hugo Kupka's charge. With him and his men occupied with the defense of the capital, they're less likely to trouble us.
Good news, then.
Yeah, but the war.
It's more than that. This is our chance. The one we've been waiting for.
Eh?
But look how far we've come. All that we have here, our friends, the hideaway, are they not cause for joy?
5 years. 5 long years. If I could only command this power I've been granted, we might have achieved so much more. But each time I reach for it, it's like something is holding me back.
Summoning an icon exacts a price not easily paid. Your body knows this only too well. It's merely trying to save you from yourself.
Yeah, but we can't summon it at
Every
will.
burden I cannot bear falls to you.
This mission of ours has made me question everything I thought I knew. But one thing has become abundantly clear. The crystals take more than they give. In exchange for momentary comfort, we must endure a lifetime of pain, war after war, loss upon loss. And now they rob us of our very homes, leaving naught but dust and ash.
And I wonder if we lost...
But you're trying to change that. We're trying to change that. And to me, that's no burden.
Really?
I know, but...
Try not to forget. We're only here because Joshua gave us a second chance. It would be a pity to waste such a precious gift.
I'd like to know what happened to Joshua, though, too. Because he's containing Ultima right now.
He did. He was there. It wasn't an illusion. I heard him call out to Ultima. If Joshua is still alive, he'll be looking for that thing.
Do you think he will ever come back?
Probably.
I know he will. And we must be ready when he does.
Mm-hmm.
To a world without mother crystals. To Sid.
I'm curious to see how the Empire looks, though, without a Mother Crystal.
And so the North is lost.
Looks that way.
I knew that the blight spread ever more swiftly, Your Grace. But this is far, far worse than any could have imagined.
It is only a matter of time before the twins are no more.
Who are the twins?
The world marches ever closer to its end, and here we chase shadows. Tell me, brother, are our efforts in vain?
Well, kind of. Mainly because you're not being really forthcoming with your information here, buddy. But I digress.
Clive, a moment, if you... my apologies, I didn't mean to... intrude.
Not at all. We were just discussing strategy.
Speak freely, Otto.
Yeah, Otto.
From the inn. She's gone missing. Anyway, I'll be in the mess when you've finished.
Very well.
Martha. From Martha's Rest?
What would make Martha leave the rest?
Let's find out. I also want to see the state of the realm.
Here for another of my lectures? Allow me to educate you.
Can view the state of the room.
Study it well, Clive.
Situation map. So... Right. And what are you? The Northern Territories are lost. Then the Holy Emperor marched on the duchy, annexing it, which makes sense. And that's Clive. Oh, that could have been disastrous. In the present day, we're marching on Constance with the Kingdom of Walode, keeping an eye on the Crystalline Dominion. The Northern Territories is lost to the Blight.
Here's the latest information I have.
Puppy! Ultima. Yuko Kupka, yep. Arja. That's not who I'm looking for at all. Odin's dominant is... There you are. So that answers my question right there. Odin and... Okay.
The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Yes, it is.
What do we know, Otto?
Some lads from the Imperial garrison in Rosaria started a fight over at Martha's Rest.
Yep.
Blood was spilled. Bones were broken.
The usual.
The usual. But somewhere in the middle of it all, Martha vanished without a word to anyone. And that ain't like her, Clive. Something's not right.
You think this was planned?
Of course it bloody was. Ever since Eastpool, the Empire's been tightening its grip round the Duchy's balls. They've strung up everyone who's ever set eyes on a runaway, claiming they're traitors to the Holy Throne, conspiring to restore the House of Rosfield to power. And now it sounds like the bastards have turned their attentions to the pallbearers meek enough to stay put. Naturally, old Martha could see the way the wind was blowing, complained that it was getting harder and harder to take bearers in.
And now she's missing. If she's fallen into the hands of the Empire, we could be next.
Couple of curse breakers are already on their way to the inn. They should help speed up the search. But if this is as bad as I think it is, you might end up having to save their asses and all.
Don't worry, Otto. I'll make sure everyone gets home safe.
You mean Sid will make sure everyone gets home safe. New quest is available nearby. I see to the south, nothing to the north. Oh, 1 second here. Well, guess they didn't want to talk to me. Okay. Let's go down here.
Finish with that log, Sid.
Thank you. I feel welcome back. What's up?
Damn blighted bilge.
Is everything all right?
Aside from the holes in my hull, everything's roses.
The lake water doesn't agree with it, then?
That's one way of putting it. And unless you got some grand scheme to suck the black from the lake like we do in the atrium, that slurry will keep eating away at the timber like young Tech does our lemon tarts. Suppose a coat of pitch might stave off the rot for a moon or so, assuming we had any pitch, which we don't. Not any bloody more. Doubt the old tub's got more than a dozen runs left in him.
And let's find some... What happens if we find some
Of course I will.
pitch?
Your skiff is our only means of reaching the mainland. Without it, we'd be lost.
Well, I'm glad someone round here sees it that way. To make pitch, you need pitch trees. But in case you haven't noticed, live trees are one of the 1,000 things sorely lacking in the Deadlands.
No way.
Now, I'm not so unkind as to ask you to fell a faraway forest and lug the logs back here to the mere, which is why we'll be needing a suitable alternative.
And what's the alternative going to be?
And it just so happens, I once heard the thorny pitchers of Curltail Falls cover themselves in a sticky wax to trap birds and beetles and whatnot. Might be enough to tide me over.
Sounds easier than felling a faraway forest. That's for certain.
And we'll get her done. Caulk and Bull. Square knew what they were doing. They totally knew. Okay, so where are we going? We'll go to 3 reads. Just gonna fall down this random mountain here.
Easier than felling a forest, I said. Trees don't have teeth.
No, they don't. I think, though, what I'm going to do is after I turn this quest in, I think I'm going to call it quits for this session. I have a lot of stuff I have to edit anyway. And on top of that, I have been playing for some time in this particular session, so...
It's over.
I probably will do some grinding in between episodes, though. I do have the itch to play this game every so often, and the fact that I can revisit things in the aura would probably make sense to me. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably keep running my way through.
Can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this.
I'll probably keep running my way through past events. So. Oops, Obelisk is probably behind us. He's down below. Down we go. I have to admit, there was a lot of things that... I have a lot of thoughts on this game so far. Most of them are good. When the game has me thinking and has me wanting to talk about it amongst my friends, you can tell it's a good game for me at the very least, because it has my mind thinking of how things have advanced plot-wise. So,
Well,
Find is one way of putting it.
you go.
ugh, reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo. So your boat has a name. I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Perfect, thank you. Badge of Might, increases attack by 12. Done and done right. So I'm gonna call it for the day here. Thank you everyone for joining me. My name is Duke Rafe. I hope you take care, stay safe, and have a great day. Bye!